make some candles today since we're locked down here with nothing to entertain ourselves but ourselves. So I have here a jar candle that I used that's all burned out. I need to get the old stubby out there. So what I use to make my candles is just a coffee warmer that I've had for years. And so I'm putting this on there and melt all this wax. And I have a ton of these little candles that I got from the Dollar Tree. And as you can see, the middle kind of burned out, but I have all this wax in there. So I must have at least 20 of these, if not more. So when this is all melted, I'm going to put a wick in there, and then I'm going to start melting these and just pouring them in there. So that's my project for today. I'm going to make some candles. Just wanted to show you here what I have going. I got these wicks from Amazon a while back, and I've kind of been holding off on making these candles, and now I'm kind of glad I did because now I have the time. So anyway, I don't know, it wasn't that expensive. It was like $9–10, and you got all these different size wicks, and you also got these things with it. But if you have wicks and you don't have these, what I used to do all the time before I got those was I just put two chopsticks together, I taped them together, and I just did it like that, and it worked just fine. But these came with the kit, so I'm using those instead. So here I have my little candle from the Dollar Tree with actually quite a bit of wax in there yet. So hopefully this isn't too hot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this into the other candle, and I'm going to keep making layers of wax. So that's all there is to it. And then there'll be layers of wax, and it burns just fine. So this is how much I have on there already. And then I just put these right on the candle warmer and wait till they warm up. Take the little nubby thing out of the middle and just fill up this candle, and that's not a waste. So if you have that, have a bunch of little candle schnibbles around, then it's a good way to get a new jar candle. And then these I just wipe out with a paper towel and stick in the dishwasher, and I use them for my spices. So I'll be back in a little bit because I think I'm going to make this into a day in the life, and I have a couple of cheap meals that I want to share with you. Hi guys. All right, I'm back. I want to make some breakfast. So back to the candles. I wiped this out just with a paper towel, but you have to do it when the wax is still melted, and then it comes right out. So you can stick it in hot water and wash it, or stick it in the dishwasher. So that's what I did with that. And then also I have all these essential oils that I put in with the candles to give them some scent. So if you have essential oils, you can make a scented candle and make whatever scent you like. So anyway, I wanted to come up with some cheap meals because I make a lot of cheap meals. So I cooked a bunch of pasta the other day. I cooked the whole box, and I have a little bit left. So they're just elbow pasta. And, you know, it's nice to have rice and pasta cooked up in advance. And you can also make some baked potatoes or boiled potatoes so that you don't have to recreate a whole meal every time. You'll just have some of these basics there. So with me being a vegetarian, I do eat eggs. So I have one egg, and I have the noodles. And if you've never had pasta and eggs, you got to try it because it's really good. So the only thing, it's really simple. And like I said, if you have the noodles available, you can make a meal in just a couple minutes. So I'm just going to stick some vegan butter in here, or use whatever butter you want. And I'm going to put quite a bit. And Usually I use 2 eggs for this, but I don't have a whole lot of pasta here, and not only that, but I don't want to go out and buy more eggs. So I'm just going to use 1 egg, and I'll be back in a minute and show you what this looks like. Okay, I'm back. All right, obviously it's a pajama day. So I'm just going to stick these noodles here. I melted this butter. And if you don't do oil, then I guess you could try doing it dry. However you cook your eggs, if you don't do oil, or maybe you don't eat eggs, I don't know. But anyway, these are cold, so they need to heat up for a little bit. So I'm just going to break those up. And get these going, and I'll be back. Okay, so my pasta's all heated up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my egg. Easy peasy. Save your eggshells for your kitchen hack fertilizer. Rinse them off and let them dry. So there's that. Now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt. And then you want to scramble the egg up with the pasta. Oh, here comes my robot vacuum cleaner. The thing's annoying, but I bought that a few years back because of all my joint problems, but it's really loud. So I'm going to add that and some pepper, as much as you like. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to add some green onions to the top. Little guy, you're really loud. Hang on. Sorry, that was really annoying. I'll turn him back on in a minute. But this is a really cheap and delicious meal, and if you're eating it for dinner, I'm having it for breakfast, but if you're eating it for dinner, you can add a salad. You can even add some veggies in here if you want and make it a complete meal, but since I'm having it for breakfast, it's good enough. So, and this is what it looks like. You have pieces of egg in there, and it's really delicious. It's one of my really go-to meals. I really enjoy eating this. So that's one of my cheap meals, and I'll come back later with another cheap meal. I'm melting my candles here too, and kind of poke it down into the glass. I just use a bamboo skewer, so that works well. So that's that, and then I'm just going to add a few green onions on top of this. Let me get a plate and plate this up. Alright, so here's what it looks like. Let me give it a taste. It's really yummy. I've eaten this for years. It's really good. It's actually better with 2 eggs, but 1 is fine. And now, talk about the you-know-what hitting the fan. I just found out my internet is out. And the fellow was just here. Of course, he was keeping safe distance. And I have Cox. And he said, for the next 2 weeks, they're not even going to fix anything, so I may not even be able to upload this. But anyway, I don't want to venture out to Walmart to get a modem, but I may have to since my grandson is here with me and he has schoolwork he has to do. So we'll see what happens, but we're on lockdown here in Ohio, except for essentials. So I guess that's sort of essential. Not for me, but for him. I don't know. All right, I'll come back later and try and fix all this up. And I'll come back with another cheap meal idea.
Good morning. So it's morning, and yesterday, coffee. I literally spent the whole day trying to fix my internet. So I called in the morning, technician number 1. She tried to fix the issues. Wasn't working. Nothing was working. Unplug the router, plug the router in, undo the cable. You know the drill. Didn't work. Okay, I'm sending out a technician. Great, he'll be out by 1. All right. The guy shows up at the door at 11 o'clock. I'm still in my jammies. Oh, hi, I thought you were coming at 1. Well, and he's like way over here, which is good. Well, sorry, ma'am, but we're not doing in-home fixes anymore for the next at least couple weeks. Oh, okay. Well, so he talked to me for a little bit. He checked out the outside, said that was okay. He says it's a good signal. I don't know why you're not getting anything in the house, but I can't come in. Okay, fine. I get it. No problem. So he says, I think maybe you might need a new router. Okay. Well, what do you suggest I get? Well, get a dual band and get a new router. And it's like, okay, well, all right, thank you. So I'm thinking, I don't want to go out to Walmart. I mean, I just don't want to go in the stores right now. So I'm thinking, what else can I do? Well, then I thought, I'm going to order one from Amazon. Well, duh, the internet's down. How are you going to order one from Amazon? And then I remembered my phone. I have the phone subscription, and that's a different network. So I get on my phone, I find a couple routers, put them in my cart, and click, go to checkout, and guess what? We can't deliver it until April 22nd. And it's like, holy moly, that's a month. I can't wait a month for the internet. So that didn't work. So then I'm thinking, I wonder if I could get one on Walmart online. And so I looked, and they did have them, but I'd still have to go to the store to pick it up. So then I thought, well, I'm going to look at Best Buy. So I looked at Best Buy, and they had the router I was looking for a decent price. And they were doing, you order it, you pay for it, and then they bring it out to your car. So they did curbside pickup. So within 45 minutes, I had ordered it. They sent me a thing. It was ready. There was hardly anybody there. A fella comes out, hands the router to me, and I'm off and running. So great. I'm going to go home, plug this thing in, and yada, yada. So I get home, I get it set up, and I call Cox, because you have to call them so that they can activate the whatever it is they do to activate it. So I get one technician. So this is technician number 2 now. And she puts in all the information they need to get the right IP address and all that stuff. And great, okay, unplug it, plug it, all that. All right, now go see if you can get on a website. Nothing. I'm saying nothing. Nope, not working. So she tried her best, and it was like, well, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going to send this technician out to you. I said, the technician just came out. He said he's not coming in. Oh, he was supposed to come in. So I'm going to get a hold of him, and he'll have to come in and fix that. Okay. So he'll be out within about 45 minutes. All right, great. This is great. So 45 minutes goes by, an hour goes by, an hour and a half goes by. It's like, this guy isn't coming. They didn't send me a confirmation that he was coming. So back on the phone I go, And by this time, it's probably about 5, 6 o'clock. Hello, technician number 3. Okay, he's a very nice young man. And I was on the phone with him for an hour and a half trying to fix this issue. So he checked all the numbers, and one of them was a little off. Go try your computer. I tried it, nothing. So finally we figured out that, and I knew this in the back of my head, but I totally forgot it. When you get a new router, it has, your old network doesn't work. And that's what I was trying to do, just connect to my old network. You have to put in the network the domain name that they provide, and then put in the password that they provide. And then if you want, you can go and change it. So he finally figured that out. And when he said that, it was like, oh yeah, now I remembered, because I changed routers before. Anyway, there's my long, sad story. I got my router fixed, and yay, I'm up and running, and life is good because we're all in lockdown, and I'm a big YouTube watcher and creator, and I need my internet, and my grandson needs to do his homework. Boy, that was a long-winded speech. So anyway, I'm back, and life is okay. Life is good. No, life is good. It's not just okay. Life is good. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're not ill. I hope you're practicing safe distancing, getting some fresh air, spending time with your loved ones. All right, without further ado, I'm going to say adieu, and I love you guys. I wish you abundant blessings, and I'll see you next time.